Hey guys, a little YouTube video, new bucket filter I'm making. This is how I made my old one. I'm upgrading to a square bucket instead of the round bucket. That way I can fit it in with my pond a little better. I reused some bulkhead fittings that I had. You look down in here and get an idea. You have your inlet down below, your outlet on this side with your riser. Your riser is where your water is going to come down, and then it goes into the pond here. A few things that I use are these little things, recommended by a couple people on YouTube also. I also have bio balls. Those work pretty well also. And then I have this stuff here. I normally get it on Amazon, $12.99 for a 6-foot roll. And this is pretty much the only thing that I use in my filters. You got your main catch screen, just an old basket that I had laying around that was cracked, and we'll go from there. First we start with the little filters, or the little sponges, scour pads, or whatever you call them. Of course, we can't forget to put our screen down in there. Definitely need that in case anything big comes through the filter. We don't want it going in to plug everything up. Of course, I reused a lot of this stuff from my last filter. There was no sense in buying a new one. You could rinse these and reuse them very often. You have to replace these. Kind of one of them things where it'll last a while, so you don't have to worry about going to the dollar store all the time and getting these things. Alright, next we're going to use our filter pad. Stick the filter pad with the hose coming up, or the pipe coming up through. Make sure you tuck it so it's a nice tight fit all the way around. You don't want nothing coming up through that bottom part. I normally do sometimes 2, sometimes 3. It just all depends on the size of, or how many gallons of water I guess I'm going to put through the filter. Being as I have 2 turtles, about 110 to 140 gallons, I definitely want to make sure I have at least 3 of these in there, maybe no more than 4. That way I don't run into any kind of blockage. I did 3 last time. I'm going to try 4 this time with the new bucket. Normally what I would do is I would, in between these sheets of foam, I would put some charcoal, or a charcoal bag, but unfortunately I don't have a charcoal bag right now, so I'll have to get some charcoal bags to put charcoal in. And then our next step would be our bio balls. Just throw them right on top, just like so. Real simple. Just want to make sure we don't drop them down our tube. I got a piece that I'm going to put on here just to kind of cone it, because I want the water level to come up to the top of the bucket. I want it to be about an inch below the top of the bucket. Once this is all hooked up and running, it'll take approximately 2 to 3 weeks to cycle. So my water will be slightly foggy. I do have a UV light that I'm going to hook up, and what that will do is help with the bacteria, so we can get it to cycle a little bit quicker than without the UV light. Once it cycles, I shouldn't have to touch this bucket for a year.